As we leave summer behind, it's hard to believe that the newly revamped PS Plus service has been out for just about 3 months already. Happy quarter birthday! Is that a thing you do for babies? I personally have really liked the service. I have the PS Plus Extra level and have loved playing games like Ghost of Tsushima and Stray. But I will still fully admit there are plenty of games that I would really like to see on this service, some of which I'm quite frankly surprised aren't already. So in this video, I'm going to give you my top 5 games I would like to see added to the PS Plus service. Now I should clarify that I understand some of these games may not make financial sense for Sony to add to the service, but I'm talking purely from the standpoint of a consumer, what games I would like to see. I'll also say that I'm going to focus on the extra tier because that's what I'm most familiar with. I'm not going to talk too much about the classics catalog with the PS2 and PS3 games. Coming in at number 5 is Gran Turismo 7, or moving into the future, whatever the latest edition of that series is. Now this is kind of a weird pick for me because outside of Mario Kart, I've bought maybe one racing game my entire life. So they're not really my main jam. But that might change. You see, in the past, I've taken advantage of Xbox's Game Pass service, and through that, I've played a little bit of their racing game, Forza. And I've really liked it. I don't know if I'd want to fully invest in the game by itself, but having it as part of a larger service, oh my gosh, that was awesome. It was fun to pick it up every once in a while and play it. And that's what I'd like to see from Gran Turismo 7. I don't think I'm at a point now where I would invest in buying the actual game, but if it was part of PS Plus, I would absolutely play it, and I think I would enjoy it quite a bit. Coming in at number 4 is another game from a staple series on PlayStation, that being MLB The Show. Whatever the latest edition of that game is, I think it should be on PS Plus. I love MLB The Show, but it is a bit of a pain to go out and buy the newest copy every year. And that's why I think having it on a service like PS Plus would be awesome. And I also think the PS Plus service could really use a solid sports game on it. I know they have some basketball with the 2K series. I believe they also have golf. Those games are kind of hit or miss for me. MLB The Show, though, is a consistent hit for me. I absolutely love that game. I absolutely love that series. I know a lot of other people do as well, and I really think this game should be on the service. I mean, this is one of Sony's big hits. It's so much of a big hit. It's on Xbox now, and it's on the Switch. It's still a Sony thing, but it's on Xbox and Switch. Why is it not on PS Plus? Coming in at number 3 is a game that I would like to put higher on the list, but I'm not going to for a reason that will become clear in a second, and that being Ratchet Clank: A Rift Apart. Oh my gosh, this game is probably my favorite experience that I've had on the PS5 to date. It takes such great advantage of all the things that system has to offer. The SSD and having scenes load crazily fast, and the controller, oh my gosh, the haptic feedback and the adaptive triggers. I've yet to see a game use it anywhere close to as well as Ratchet and Clank did. Just an absolute work of art on the PS5. I think it would be a great addition to PS Plus to really show off what this system can do, but that's also why I don't have it higher on the list. It's not a PS4 game. It's only a PS5 game, and as of filming this video, it's hard to get a PS5, and because of that, I don't think this game should be a priority to get it onto the service, even though once there are more PS5 users out there, absolutely, I would love to see Ratchet and Clank make it onto PS Plus. Coming in at number 2 is a game that I've yet to play, but I really want to, and quite frankly, I'm kind of holding out, hoping that it will end up on PS Plus. That being Horizon Forbidden West. Horizon Zero Dawn is one of my favorite PS4 games. I think the atmosphere was awesome. I think the story was incredible. The gameplay was super fun. Just a great game all around. And I really want to play the sequel, but I'm holding on to some hope that it might end up on PS Plus sooner rather than later. I'm looking at Ghost of Tsushima. That was a big game for Sony, and it ended up on the service just about 2 years after it initially came out. So I'm hoping that sooner rather than later, we'll see Forbidden West follow Ghost of Tsushima onto PS Plus. Although if it's not there in the next 6 months or so, I'm probably just gonna buy it. Which brings us to number 1. It was hard to pick which one of these I wanted to be in the number 1 spot, but ultimately I went with Elden Ring. This is another game that I really want to play, and another one kind of like Forbidden West that I'm secretly holding out to see if it actually comes to the PS Plus service. This game has gotten such good reviews. Everyone I've talked to personally and everything I read on the internet is positive about this game. They seem to absolutely love it. I really want to play it, but I'm being a little bit cheap and holding out, hoping that it comes to the PS Plus service. And one of the reasons I'm hopeful for that is we have seen Sony work with From Software in the past. We know that the remake of Demon's Souls was, for all intents and purposes, a PS5 exclusive. I do think it's eventually going to go to other systems, but as of recording this, it is not yet. And as a matter of fact, as I'm filming this video, I actually saw an article pop up talking about Sony potentially acquiring a stake in From Software, which to me just increases the chances of Elden Ring coming to PS Plus. So please, Sony, make this happen. I really want to play Elden Ring and I want to be part of the PS Plus service, even though I'm sure you know that just like Forbidden West, that if you hold off long enough, I'm going to give up and just buy the whole game, and that's why you're a business and I'm not. Let's wrap up the video there. So there you have it, folks. Those are my top 5 games that I would like to see come to the PS Plus service, but I recognize that all of you probably have very different opinions than I do. So let me know down in the comments, what games would you like to see come to PS Plus? And also let me know, how hopeful are you that it will actually happen? While you're down there, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time.